Okay. Okay.
All
Okay.
right. Um, we are live now. So now we have 0 viewers at as we speak. Hi
Mm.
everyone. Welcome to Talking Live with Macy. We are gonna wait for 15 people, all of Ernest's fans, or basically the Bro Don't Like That Like Bro comics to join us before we officially begin. The same drill. Hi Andy, welcome back. Good to see you again. If you feel that your friends actually like his comics and they follow it, please do share with them. Ask them to come and watch on the stream now. We are live both on YouTube and on Facebook. Hi Eric. And today, I actually have a surprise giveaway for people who are watching. I didn't mention this earlier, but I want to actually give this as a little something to some of you who are very diligently actually watching Talking Live with Macy. Hi, Manhoy. It's good to see you again. We have 14 people. I just need about 15. All right, we're 17 now. So good afternoon. Happy Sunday to all of you. Welcome once again to Talking Life with Macy. Hi, Sherry. Remember, today, as you can see on screen, we have Ernest, and he is the creator of the Bro Don't Like That La Bro comics and the COVID-19 comic and anime. So, if you are from the United States, Singapore, you're probably not sure what is happening right now. But in Malaysia, we actually have a local, very creative comic artist that created comics during our lockdown in Malaysia, which is called the MCO. And during that time, it was really good because all of us were social media junkies. We kept looking on at our Facebook, our Instagram, our Twitter, and we were really, really excited that Bro Don't Like That La Bro comics were actually a huge part of our lives in Malaysia. We would look forward to these comics that come up about the COVID-19 every week. I'm not sure about you guys watching, but Ben and I, yes, we actually look forward to it every week without fail. So that's what's happening in Malaysia, and we have the comic artist here with us today. He's going to share with us more about what they have done, and I'm really really excited to share what he has done with all of you. But before that, I mentioned I have a surprise giveaway for all of you who consistently watch every week. So the surprise giveaway is this Japanese premium bread. This is specially made by Matsubara-san from B Lab and my friends Yuki-san and Aki-san. I will be giving away to one lucky winner. This is home baked, and they started this idea actually just over the past month, and they're selling it starting today. So I'm going to give this away to one lucky winner. Again, stay tuned towards the end with us. I'll announce how to win it because this is Japanese premium bread. It's really, really trendy in Japan. So now they're bringing it to Malaysia. As for today, we will be the introduction to this topic, as you all know, is the rise of the COVID-19 comic by the Facebook page Bro Don't Like That La Bros. So many of us have been sharing it. It's such a huge part of our Malaysian lives now. Every week we actually read it, and now it's an anime, so we watch it. So, hi, Ernest. He is the
Hello.
creator and founder of Bro Don't Like That La Bro and partner of Macham Yes La Studio with Dan Koo. So, hi.
Hello.
Thank
Hi everyone who's tuning in. I see Eric. Hi Eric. Hi Sherry. And hi Daryl.
Yes. So, thanks for joining us today. Um, I'm so excited. I'm such a huge fan of your comics, by the way. So, I'm going to start asking you the questions. You guys can just ask your questions to Ernest. Just keep commenting. I'll bring it up at the end of the session. So, Ernest, how did you
Yeah.
start doing comic drawing? Is it a passion?
I've actually been drawing since I was 5 years old. Yeah, I remember drawing. I was such a fan of Saturday morning cartoons, and I drew a Scooby Doo comic for my mom. It was 12 frames. Gave it to my mom. Then the next day it disappeared. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
kind of like think about it. I mean, I was upset lah that time because it's like my first comic that I've drawn. I was
Oh,
kind of
that's
upset.
very sweet of you.
Yeah, but I kind of think about it. I mean, I was upset that I drew another the same one again and gave it back to my mom. But fast forward 30 over years, I think my mom threw it lah. The
Oh
first time.
no.
Yeah, I grew up in a very strict Chinese family, so supposed to go and study stuff like being a doctor and all that. But
Okay.
becoming a comic artist was kind of like the cita-cita that I wanted to do. Like I actually I wrote that in the, when back in the school days you have this borang and you write your number one, number two, and number three. So comic artist was one of them, but my dad
Wow.
wasn't too pleased to see that lah.
He
So
was hoping
subsequently, yeah. So subsequently, years moving forward, like whenever that form comes again, I will always write doctor on the top of the list so that I don't get scolded. Uh, but
Okay.
over the years, I've actually started drawing like seriously. I think back in 2010 when I first launched the Bro Don't Like That La Bro comic series, where it was more focused on me and my housemates when I was like studying in KL, originally from Malacca, by the way. So I was drawing all those comics based on our lives and all this and that, and somehow it picked up lah. So it got really popular, and the stories of the bros are still, I'm still drawing them, but they are in book formats right now. I don't draw about them online anymore, but I draw about them in my books. So people who has been following the stories of the bros can continue reading about them in the books, because as time moves on you sort of like have to like diversify your content a bit. I can't always draw about the bros every day, then I also get sick of it. So I also started like jumping into other topics are like, so I started to draw topics on, I see social issues like, sometimes political, and things
Hmm.
that's happening around. I try to find a comedic angle upon it. Yeah, so I have recently, I think I published about 5 English books by now,
Wow.
three Malay, actually four. Just yesterday, I launched my second Malay book. I don't have it with me right now. I can show it to you. Yeah, it's Balik Sekolah too. It's yeah, it's about school kids lah, but in BM, and then one Chinese book. Yeah, so I think in total is 9 books already lah so far since
Wow.
2000, since 2010. Yeah.
I'm glad you became a comic artist instead of the other cheetahs that you write.
Oh,
I'm sure.
I think I'll be a good doctor also lah. I just say.
Okay. Well, we'll see about that. Maybe in the future, if you decide to become a doctor,
No, no,
you'll
I
do
don't think so,
that.
lah. I think a bit too late already. Now cannot.
Um, all right. So, what made you come up with the COVID-19 anime during the MCO?
As I said, I've always been drawing things about um, like whatever's happening, the hottest trending topics, you see.
Right.
So I've always done that way back. I think it started more prevalent in 2015. About that, I started to draw things about social issues and stuff like viral news, and I draw a comic about it. Then COVID just so happens to be one of the main trending topics. Everyone's talking about it, so I just had to find an angle to talk about it. But there were like so many ways where people were talking about this story, but I just realized there was one way that no one was addressing it, which is anime. And I'm a huge anime and manga nerd. I read a lot of Dragon Ball. I wouldn't say I'm hardcore, but I actually follow quite a number of popular anime and manga series lah. And I've always wanted to draw my own manga series. You see, so when I first started out COVID, it did not just start out straight from COVID. Actually, if you followed back few episodes, it all started with the political turmoil in our country,
Yes.
right? Where Mahathir and Dark Shadow was playing card games, like a la Yu-Gi-Oh. So I started with that. Then actually, I thought that, because at that time I didn't think COVID would become a thing that in Malaysia. I don't think that it would be an outbreak in Malaysia. You see, I thought everyone would be focusing on that political turmoil. So I drew that whole thing in a manga form, and to give it a creative twist, lah. Like, because you don't want to talk about it so direct. You want to like tell it in a very off-center way, like totally like no one see it coming, lah. I drew on that, and I kept going. Then after second episode, then by the time before I could go into third episode, there was this outbreak already. Then how? I guess his fight with Mahathir has to the fight between Mudi and Mahathir has to take a pause while we focus on the new enemy. So, and I realized that the whole thing going on had a very anime and manga like vibe. Like this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened. So many things are happening. So I tried to cram as much as I can into a chapter. And yeah, that's how the COVID Ball series came along. In fact, COVID Ball, the title was given out of like pressure from the animators, because they came up to me, the guys from Vortex came up to me and said, hey, look, let's animate your comic. And I said, yeah, sure, let's do it. Yeah, what do you want to call it? We can't call it If COVID Was an Anime, right? It's such a mouthful. We need something short and fast. And then I was just like, yeah, I'll think about it. Then on the day, like a night before the release, they came up to me again. So have you gotten a title for this animation? The animation was done. The voice acting was all done. And I was like, COVID Ball Z lah. And yeah, lah, then it came out COVID Ball Z. Fun fact also, the character of COVID-19, the green color, GR19N. Wow, nice name. Actually, because there's so many COVID characters right now. So the one that's attacking Malaysia is called GR19N. And the design of him was accidental as well, because I did not expect the series to be picked up. Like, I did not expect everyone to be so fascinated by this series. So when I was thinking of like, how should I draw this COVID? Then COVID has the little antenna thing.
Yes.
Yeah, right. The ball and like the BG thing. So I wanted him to have a more humanoid feature. So I just drew a character with that thing as his antenna. And then at the same time, I think because I was such a huge Dragon Ball nerd, I was like, hey, let's just make him look a bit like Frieza, because Frieza is my most favorite Dragon Ball villain. You see, it's like so well designed, so clean, so well designed. And then I was like, yeah, whack lah. Just make him green, because mak kau hijau, So
Wow.
COVID became green, and then after it became so trendy, and I was like, oh my god, I should have taken more effort to like design this character to make him look more original. So everyone is always commenting, he looks like Frieza from Dragon Ball, and I'm like, yeah, actually, that's because it was out of like laziness. I didn't really like put much thought into it, but it suddenly became this thing. But thanks everyone for supporting the series. Yeah, I was quite amazed that everyone liked it.
I think everyone like who's watching now is a huge fan. Like they even have like special parts that they like. So now we know where the COVID-19 that character came from. Yeah. Okay. So
Out of desperation.
okay. And someone's saying that Frieza is no longer a villain. He's a hero.
Yeah, if you follow the future series after Dragon Ball Z lah, yeah. So,
Okay.
but I'm not done with that one, yeah. But it was quite interesting that they made him a good guy, But it's the same format that they kind of use on Vegeta. I'm going very nerdy here. It's the same kind of format they use on Vegeta, where he started off as a villain because he wanted to take over the planet Earth with Nappa, his partner. But then suddenly he joined Goku and started fighting bad guys as well, which I thought that was actually a very nice twist. But I do not think we would see COVID as a good guy.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Well, we'll see. We cannot wait for the next episode. So, did you foresee the impact it actually made in the Malaysian lives, like our society? How it's such a huge part of all of us. Like everyone's saying, your comics are legendary, and they even have special parts that they remember from your comics. Did you expect it to be so big?
To be honest, I did not expect that people would like want to follow week after week after week of the story. But because I myself am very fascinated by the story also, because I also, as an author, right, usually you write a story, you want to know how, you already know how it ends, I'm sure Eiichiro Oda of One Piece, he already knows the ending of One Piece. We all just don't know, right? But for me, for the COVID Ball Z, world's most creative title, by the way, I have no idea what's going to end. I don't know how it's going to end. So it's a manga which even the author doesn't know how it's going to end. And I like the fact that when I first introduced the comic, the ending and the story goes really depends on how we behave. So as long as we, behave responsibly during the, the MCO, CMCO, RMCO, then we are actually winning. So if everyone just don't cooperate and, do stupid, irresponsible things, then yes, then COVID will win. So it's in a way that we are all a part of this choose your own adventure comic, game that we are playing together as a country. So I thought that was the most fascinating part of my comics, and I'm not so sure how everyone thinks about it, but that's how I view it lah. That's how it has kept me to like continuously draw episodes week after week. But except like the recent week, I didn't draw any new episodes because as things are coming going back to normal, of course jobs are and work are still coming back in, so those kind of like take priority lah. Yeah, but don't worry, guys. I will still draw new episodes. Yeah, as
Okay,
best
good.
as I can. Yeah.
So, guys, remember act responsibly, or else all of you will be in this COVID ball Z, right?
Yeah.
So, you've been showing like in your page many fan arts that you've received. How do you feel when you receive them?
Actually, I've been receiving fan arts during the bro days or so, like
Okay.
years back. Yeah, it's basically hard to really gauge how it feels right now. Cause it's been going on like for many years already. I've been receiving fan arts, but at all the same, every time I receive a fan art, it's always really nice to see someone's rendition, someone's version of the character, and that's how they view it in their eyes. You see. So it's always like I always see it like an alternate universe kind of version. Like in an alternate universe, COVID will look like this. In an alternate universe, the general will look like this. So seeing different versions is always very nice. Yeah, and fan arts, I always welcome fan arts, and every single fan art I receive, I will share. I'll definitely share it, because I feel when someone does a fan art, it's always a good indication that people really enjoy the things that you do, and
Hmm.
you want to like
Agree.
showcase their skill as well. Because to be honest, I don't think that my drawing is the best. I Until today I still think my drawings are kind of rubbish, and but the fact that people coming out with fan arts and all this and that, and in fact I think some of the fan arts, the drawings are way nicer than mine, and I was like, damn, I wish I could draw like that. So it's more like it's nice to receive this as fan arts, but at the same time it's also a learning process for me, because I see how they improve on the design of these characters
Mm.
as well.
So you learn from your fan arts as well. That's
Yeah,
really, really
actually I do. Yeah, like
yeah.
how they depict all these characters, like, oh wow, that's a very nice take on it. Yeah, it's really cool to receive fan arts.
I see a lot of them. They're really, really nicely done.
Yeah,
And
there's so many talented
yeah,
people
I
out there,
saw.
man. Yeah.
Wow. That means you're doing something very right with all of your comics, and really creative, I feel. So, do you plan to come up with more chapters for the current comic or start a new one?
Obviously, what do you mean start new? I mean like start a new series, is it?
Yeah. Or do you
Oh,
plan to continue the COVID ball Z till like a
to
vaccine
be
is found?
to be honest, yeah, I think that there's a lot of potential of how the story will go. Because that's if you're being very frank, the crisis in US is still very crazy, and there's a huge story I can still tell there. Like maybe GR19N is failing in Malaysia, but BLU19 in USA is conquering a lot of territories right now. So he's like the
Okay.
strongest one. And I still haven't introduced the other COVID brothers, like that. Different countries are
Okay.
different COVID characters, with all their different code names. And I'm actually quite excited to show all of them. But the fact that I have to remind myself that it's such a huge universe already. It's massive. So for me to build a universe around this theme, I have to be very very careful so that I don't sort of like veer too far off of reality. At the same time, I don't like mess with the thematic feel of it. But I will do all of this definitely in a book format. Yeah. So the things that I did not explore, I will publish a book that will be available in a book version. So whatever you read in the online version, it's definitely going to be in the book, but there'll be a book version as well that I'm in the midst of working as well, to actually explore more topics of this COVID situation around the world, and several characters that I introduced, but you do not know what happened to them. Like no one knew what happened to the Doraemon character right after the end of chapter 3. People all just like, yeah, what happened to that? She just disappeared in the next chapter. Like, no. So I wish in the books I would address all of them lah. Yeah. So in the books there'll be some chapters will be heavily fictionalized to give a more dramatic punch to the storytelling, but at the same time I will not veer too far off from reality lah. Yeah.
So
Hopefully it gives. Yeah.
remember to tell us where you are going to sell this book, right?
uh I will make announcement once the book is out.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully soon. Kind of like aiming in August.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noted. So maybe next time in August, if Talking Life with Macy is still on, we're going to ask you to come on again to share with us about your book.
Oh, okay, cool. That'd be great.
Okay. So, did you plan to monetize your comics when you started Bro Don't Like That La Bro?
Uh Okay, here's the funny thing. When I first started off, right, back then it was like during the blogging days, kind like the blogging was such a thing, and I've always wanted to blog about me and my housemates and my child. Yeah, my housemates are also my childhood friends, technically. So I wanted to, like, if it'd be great, if you could monetize it, but at the same time, I just want to tell stories, you know. So the first 2 months, I was my motive kind of like got a bit off focus, because like after drawing for like several weeks, and things started picking up. I started to get like at least 100 views per day, and that back then was a huge deal for me. I was like, wow, 100 views a day on my blog. And then I was like, well, things are really picking up. And then I start thinking like, oh, I'm gonna make a lot of money out of this. And that is actually something you should not do when you're
Yeah,
starting out, because
exactly.
you will get burnout really fast. You will get like so tired, because you will start realizing that making that money is not easy. Like, for it to really,
No.
really come in is not easy at all. So then I kind of like got demotivated lah for a while. I was like,
Aw.
shit, I just don't want to do this anymore. So I actually almost gave up after 2 months of starting off Bro Don't Let Up Bro back in 2010. Well, it was 2011 by then already lah, because I started in October. So in 2011, in the beginning 2011, I thought like, what, screw this, I just don't want to do this anymore. Then I kind of like, I was following other blogs as well, and I was reading this blog, Hyperbole and a Half, by Ellie Brosh, a Canadian artist. She also does comic style kind of like storytelling on her blog, and I love her story. I remember reading her FAQ, and people ask her, why do you keep drawing? And she wrote there, I'm just drawing for fun. I don't really care what happens. Whatever happens, happens. But I just want to tell people my stories. Then that's when it kind of like inspired me to like, yeah, you know what? She is right. Why am I focusing on the money aspect of it when, you still don't even know what it is yet? You still don't even know what you're working on yet. So just draw and just tell stories first, and focus on the storytelling part of it. And that's how I pick myself up again, and motivate myself to consistently draw until today. Can't believe it's already been like 9 years of doing this.
Wow, time flies.
Yeah.
And now you finally get to monetize it, because from the passion, the money comes in, right?
Yes, yes. Once yeah, definitely, it's like the monetization part should always not be the
This.
first focus.
Mm.
Yeah, when you're doing something artistic such as this, lah, of course, if you're selling products like F&B lah, or products like shampoo and stuff like that, of course you want to make money, ma. That's the main goal. You want people to buy your product. But for artistic sense, when you're creating an IP or creating a brand, you focus on building the brand first before you want to like start monetizing.
Yeah, I agree. So was your content creation business in terms of video, like this is
Hmm.
the Macam Yesla studio, affected
Macam
during
yes,
the
yeah.
MCO?
Uh, yeah. I'll be lying if I say it didn't affect me, but it did, because video projects suddenly are all halted. So when video projects are halted, then several clients, of course, had to play safe also, and they had to cancel most of our shoots, and a lot of our shoots were canceled. So those are all like confirmed jobs suddenly just gone. So imagine like how to say, you are selling nasi lemak, and before MCO you had an order of 50 packets. And it's like, oh my god, this is the biggest order I've ever gotten. And then you didn't make all the nasi lemak, you prepare it already, you prepare to send
Oh,
and deliver to the person, and suddenly MCO happened, and no one is allowed to go out of the house, and suddenly the guy say, you know what, I cannot have this party anymore. I have to cancel the order. But you're like, say lo, takkan you want him to force you to pay to eat your 50 nasi lemak? His party also cancelled it. So yeah, lor. It was in that kind of situation. Understandable why clients had to pull out of projects while we have done all the initial groundwork and everything, buying all the props and all that. But we find ways to rebuild, like all these props. We know we can use for future shoots, so we keep them in good condition, and we slowly we did mostly pre-production, meaning like we don't, instead of shooting, we do the scripting, we do a lot of pictures, going out. The team did a fantastic job. Props to them, to the guys at Macam Yes. They really did a fantastic job just going out and pitching ideas, setting up meetings, online meetings, and like preparing for shoot. Once the MCO is lifted, then they can quickly go out and shoot instead of like wasting time doing production again. So we did only production work, like pre-production work during the MCO period. So now it's RMCO. Thankfully, we can start going out and shoot. Of course, we're taking very serious precautions also to make sure that everyone is safe during shoot.
Okay. I'm glad to hear that. Now you're back on track. So, do you plan to focus more on video productions or more on comics moving forward? What would be your focus?
Uh, I would say it's half half lah, because I actually enjoy doing both. So it's
Mm.
definitely I will need to be able to juggle this thing. But one thing is for sure is that because the video side is actually way more established by now already. We have a very strong self-sufficient team that I don't have to be there the whole time. We have like one of our technical directors, Brian. He's really pulling the weight there lah, and he's doing most of the handling and all that. And I really really trust his abilities. So I'll just like come in once in a while, check on things like just get updates. But I actually put full trust in the team. So moving forward, I'm sure that the video side can still move, self run by itself. But at the same time, it gives me more opportunity to do the comic side and to like build it further. Yeah.
We cannot wait for the rest of the comics. So those are the end of my questions. I'm sure, I think some of them, you guys who are watching have questions. This is your time to ask Ernest any questions that you have about the manga, which he drew, and now the anime, the COVID Ball Z. So I think I'll go with some of the questions that were already asked. No, I mean, I'm sure you can see how some people like your Transformer TNB with his electric bill punch. So
Fun fact, yeah, TMB was supposed to be okay. This is like a behind the scenes. TMB was supposed to be yet another muscular character. If you didn't know, I love drawing muscular characters. I have no
yeah,
idea
I don't
why.
understand why.
Yeah, I just love. I
So
think it's
weird.
more like body goals. I just like, shit, man, he got six packs. I want six packs. So if I draw enough six packs in my life, I'll get six packs one day. So I keep drawing six packs.
Oh, visualization. I like that more.
Visualization, and hopefully I get
Yes.
six packs. But I'm gonna be sitting on my desk all day and get six packs. That's definitely gonna. So
Yes.
TMB was supposed to be a muscular guy, and you know how I like sort of like made like the name sounds phonetically correct, but the spelling is different.
Yeah.
So TMB, the first TMB spelling was TEEENBEE. There's too many E's, so I was like
Yeah.
TNB, and then but it ended with B, like BEE. Then I was like B, Bumblebee, way. Like he should be Bumblebee. But then at the same time, I was thinking of Michael Bay's Bumblebee. I was like, I'm not gonna draw Michael Bay's Bumblebee. It's too complicated. And then thankfully, I loved Transformers as a kid, one of my favorite cartoons. And I went with the Generation One Bumblebee, but just gave him like a slight tweak to his design. Then hence he becomes TNB, and I removed most of the E's and become just TNB.
B.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people like that. So how, I mean, like Eric Wong asked, I love your sneezing in 2019 versus 2020. How long did it take for you to draw the two parts?
Oh, season in 2019, season in 20. I was thinking, which video is this? Okay, but it's a comic. It's a comic. Yeah. How long it took me to do this? What happened was, okay, this is very funny because when I drew that, the idea came along. I'll start from the start. I'm just gonna be like grandfather stories right now. I went off grocery shopping, and back then, grocery shopping suddenly became like a quest, right? It's so scary to go out because you think a virus is out there, it's gonna get you. And I remember going out grocery shopping, I was in queue, and then I heard someone sneeze. And in my head, I just immediately like instead of like thinking like, oh, God bless you or something like that, right? I was like, oh my God, this guy's gonna kill me. Like it's straight out in my head, like out of reflex. I'm not an asshole, but I was like, that guy's gonna kill me, like shit. So like, who the hell is he? Like, where is he? Who sneezed? Like that fear like came out of nowhere. So then I was like, oh shit, that's a good topic for a comic, because back then I was just like, God bless you, or like like just say something lah, but not like this guy's gonna murder me. So drawing that comic, I think it took me. That was really fast. I think it took me less than an hour, 45 minutes. I took 45 minutes drawing that, but the ideation had to come out for me, like experiencing it firsthand. So most of my comics, sometimes it happened in firsthand, like the bread one. Like you have to go out and to a black market to buy bread. Yeah, that piece of comic was inspired because I remember going out to go and just to buy bread. I wanted bread so badly, and I was like, oh my God, I might resort. I couldn't find any, so I said, oh my God, I got to resort to black market. Yeah, say I'm gonna pay like $5,000 for a loaf of bread. And then that's how the comic came out. Lor. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I think that even if you're coughing now, people will stare at you. They won't say bless you or sneeze. So don't
Yeah.
sneeze or cough in
You have to
public.
like hold it in already.
Yeah,
Wait. You'll be like
seriously, even
you'll be
me.
like wanting to sneeze, but you're like
Yeah.
then you get your kind of like oh dear. You know.
Okay. So Ellie asked, she says she loves the TMB character. Are you gonna have a follow-up on that character?
Yeah, I would love to see what happens to TNB. Because it's a nice character also, but I hate drawing robots. To be honest with you, I realized after drawing TNB, I realized I hate drawing robots. I mean, as a kid, I love drawing robots, but when you grow, when as you like feel that you need to put more details in your drawing, you realize well, robots are really hard to draw because every time they change angle, because they're so squarish, so the angles of the square also have to change, and you have to
Okay.
visualize it. So, but like, if it's human, like I can just like cheat because everything's very like circular. It's a cylindrical cone here, so it's just like whatever angle. So it's just like two straight lines in a way.
Okay.
But if it's like a cube, you rotate it, the cube surface changes. So I was like, I'm not so sure if you guys get what I mean, but yeah, that's really complicated for me to draw. But I would love to see what happens to TNB. If you don't see what happens to him in the comic online, you might see what happens to him in the book. Yeah, just as simple as that.
Okay. So Sherry Pui asks, like, when are you doing the tour around Malaysia again? Will it
I don't think that I can do a tour around Malaysia again because of the whole COVID thing. I know it's quite safe now, but I'm still playing it safe lah. Because I cannot afford to get sick at any time, any moment right now. Because once I get sick, then jalat GG now. I mean, that's when the episodes are going to stop coming out for quite a while, and I cannot afford that to happen lah. So touring have to see like case by case basis lah. Yeah, but touring is going to be a bit more difficult. I know I haven't been touring much because I've decided at one point I just decided that touring takes up a lot of time and energy lah. So maybe in the future I could do it again when I release the COVID book. So maybe by then it's worth doing a tour again. But we'll see how lah. We'll see how it goes because doing
okay?
tours are very expensive.
I'm
These
sure.
plane tickets, like I fly to one state already, it's a few hundred ringgit. Then I have to like stay at a hotel for like a couple of nights. Then I have to travel to location to location. That's also more transport costs. So doing tours are really expensive for me. Yeah, unless I can get sponsor lah. So if anybody willing to sponsor me, then let me know.
Okay, yes. So I think we picked that up. So whoever wants to sponsor him, please let him know. And Mordred asks, will there be spin-offs from the characters you've introduced?
Which characters though? Because some characters I feel that there's some characters only they'd be nice to do spin-offs, but there'll be some characters that there's no point doing spin-offs. So it kind of depends on which characters are. I think I won't really exactly do spin-offs, but there's a possibility of like flashbacks and stuff like that. Because manga and anime is all about flashbacks. When something important is about to happen, suddenly there's a flashback about this guy, and you have to like, oh, he got backstory time. So I would love to talk more about backstories. Backstories are actually very very fun to do. Yeah.
Okay. I guess those are some of the questions that are very relevant to what we've discussed. So, guys, do you have any more questions? If you have, you can keep the comments coming. And I think Moderate wants you to have spin-offs. A lot of people like the TNB character. I'm not sure why. So he
Yeah,
says
I
he
have
wants
to
to
know why.
spin
So why?
off.
Can someone
I
explain to me
don't
why?
know. Yeah, guys, why do you like the TNB character so much? Please tell Ernest. So hopefully he can do a spin-off and add that character in the next few episodes. Moderate wants a spin-off on TNB and Doraemon. But I don't know
Doraemon.
about Dora. Yeah.
Yeah. Doraemon is in chapter 3, right? Like I said, I'm not so sure if there'll be a spin-off on the Doraemon character by itself, but she's most definitely going her what happened to her will most definitely be explained in the book when I release it lah. So do stay tuned. Yeah.
I seriously think that you should have like add additional stuff on TNB because like everyone is talking about your TNB even in this comment section. So I
Yeah.
seriously feel you should.
Hmm.
That has gained a lot of traction, and maybe because right now it's super relevant. Everyone's TNB bills are really high.
Yeah, is this still happening? Is everyone still receiving high views? I think it's still happening. Yeah.
Yeah, I was speaking to a friend, and apparently it happened to her, and she's been paying her TNB bills every month, and she still received like really high TNB bills.
Hmm. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Sabah Sarawak different. From Sherry, she said Sexo and Sesbi. Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right. It's different in Sabah and Sarawak. I shouldn't have assumed that TNB is all around Malaysia. Oh my god, I totally forgot. But how are the bills in Sabah and Sarawak though? I'm not so sure.
I guess it's fine because you don't hear a lot of that issue happening over there, but you
Mm.
hear a lot of it in like with our friends and things like that. So yeah, please have more the TNB character. So Adam asked like create a character that resembles Macy's life story in your anime comic. Okay, never mind. No, no,
I
no.
don't think she wants to be in the comic because
Yeah,
whoever
I
ends
mean,
up in my comic is never good news and is never good
yeah.
news.
And then he
The
might
day
draw
I
a
draw
six
you in
pack.
my comic is the day I'm making fun of you, like
Oh
for reals.
no. And you're gonna draw a six packs on me, right? Like
And I'll draw a six
everyone.
pack on myself.
Okay. So Sherry says that there is no such problem in Sabah and Sarawak, so you can take note of
Wow,
that
you
for
guys, Sabah and Sarawak is awesome, lah. It's like I like how things are. Some. I mean, like there's so many things in Sabah and Sarawak are just awesome. Like
Yeah, I
seriously,
agree. I
and I wish
agree.
that some aspects of Sabah and Sarawak can be like implemented here. If I was being honest, yeah.
Well, you know that who I mean like Dr. M did name someone to be the new PM who's from Sabah, right? So
Yeah.
we'll see
Yeah.
how that
We'll
turns
see how
out.
that goes. We'll see how that
Yeah,
goes.
yeah. I think that might be in your comic. I don't know. So we can all of us cannot wait for a new comic. So I just want to let you, for all of you watching, I will be giving this away. This is a premium bread to one lucky winner. It's a Japanese premium bread from Aki Hair Studio and U Academy, specially baked by the owner of B Lab, Matsubara-san. So tell us why you felt that the COVID Ball Z series was such a huge part of your lives during MCO. And we'll pick one lucky winner. Comment. The comment section ends at 11 p.m. Comment your answers as to why you feel that the COVID Ball Z series was such a huge part of your lives during the MCO, CMCO, and now RMCO. All right. Thank you guys for all of your questions, for tuning in, um, and for all of your comments actually on to support Ernest. So please continue to support him if you want to see him on tour in the future, or you want to see a lot more of his comics and anime. All
Yeah,
right.
I think the best is just whenever I release a comic, just drop a like, comment, and share with your friends.
Share.
That's
Yeah.
the best way to support me right now. And also of course buy the book when it's out lah, the COVID Ball book. Or if
Yes.
you really want to support right now, you can actually get my books in popular bookstores. Yeah. I think Maisie, I'll share the link with Maisie and she can share with you a link to all the books that it's sold on their online store. Yeah.
Yeah, so please, I'll share the links with you guys to buy it for I actually to support Ernest, his comics, so he can continue doing what he loves and also what we love to read. So please support him. I think it's best, Ernest, we just give me the link because I think people rather buy it online because not everywhere has popular.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, and Eng Tai asked, what about those overseas who wants to buy the book as well? They can purchase it on overseas,
Oh
right?
wow, overseas. Yeah, actually, we're still going through this issue. Actually, it's sort of like not an issue I created for some reason because Popular is the one that is handling the distribution,
I
and
see.
yeah, and so far they do not have overseas kind of like distribution, which is quite challenging. I'm not so sure what's the issue there, but hopefully we can like send overseas in the near future lah. Yeah, but at the moment, I hope everyone remains patient that we can that the books are actually only locally available, but hopefully I can push it out
Okay.
overseas in the coming future lah.
So I have some viewers, I mean like people who are actually watching that are from Singapore, Indonesia, and like United States. So if they actually want to purchase it, I guess the answer is no. You cannot purchase it
uh
as of right now, right?
you yeah lah, unless you have like a contact back here in Malaysia or even Singapore, you just contact your Malaysian or Singaporean friend or relative to help you get the books first off, then they can like send it to you. Yeah, I mean that's the best method for now lah, and I apologize for the inconvenience caused, but we are working on it.
Okay. So guys, remember support him, buy the book, and also follow his page, share his actually every chapter, and also do share this video so people know more about it. And good
Mm.
luck in winning the Japanese premium bread we'll actually select that lucky winner tomorrow, Monday at 11 p.m. It closes then. Thank you so much. Thanks, Ernest, for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Keep up the COVID Balls Z series. I think everyone here is such a huge fan of it,
Thank you.
especially
Thanks,
the
guys,
layman.
for supporting the comics.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye.